What's going on in the music industry? That's what we're talking about right now. And who are you to be talking about it? I'm Nathan. I've spent a long time in the music industry. I've been singing since I was 8. I'm also a mortician, been licensed for almost 15 years. My songs are inspired by my works. The music industry has changed so much in the last few years, particularly with, of course, social media. But I believe it is TikTok. It is catapulting artists in a way that has never been done before. And record labels are not needed. They are needed. And here is why. Before we dive in, though, I would love it if you subscribe, click the bell to be notified when I release content like this. Everything from music to mortician to spooky to supernatural, all of that can be found right here. My songs are inspired by my works, like my song Yet reached number 15 at Billboard. What? Yes, I'm a nobody. But that's what we're talking about. I'm not a nobody, but from the standpoint of Justin Bieber versus me, Nathan Morris, you'd think, what in the hell is going on? TikTok has catapulted my career. It's catapulting the careers of so many artists and bands. It is what record labels are looking for. The days of pounding the pavement out there and just grinding and playing for 4 people at a pub, they're over. Now, a lot of you still like to do that and to cut your teeth. And to that, I say, amazing. That's incredible. I love that. I didn't take that route. I went viral on social media. And because of that, my songs are maybe in your playlist. If they're not, they're streaming everywhere where you stream your music. I'll link it in the description below. But there was a girl who was telling a story of being on a conference call with a major label, Universal, and they were saying they loved her stuff. They loved everything they sent, but you don't have enough followers. She had 50,000 followers on TikTok alone. She hadn't done enough work. 50,000 is a lot. That's an engaged following. I would think if 50,000 people in a short amount of time join you, it means they really appreciate what it is that you're creating. And I saw that in astronomical numbers. When I first went viral on TikTok, I grew so fast. Within a month, I had 260,000 followers. And now we're almost to 720,000 followers, an engaged following. They show up for the music, or maybe it was the funerals that brought them. Maybe it was something else that brought you. And if you don't yet follow me, I'll link all of my socials in the description. But the industry that I loved forever, it changed. It seems like overnight. You all are dictating what you want to be popular. And even then, though, the music industry's caught on and it's created fake yous, bots, if you will, fake fan accounts. And that's the next new thing. The industry, I feel, has it's being acknowledged finally how sneaky it is. These bot accounts, fake fan accounts, they are creating these accounts and they're using that to repurpose artists or bands or emerging artists' content. And they're putting it out there as the fan accounts of old. Remember whenever NSYNC started forever ago? Maybe you don't remember, but there were such loyal fans and creating these forums or chat rooms for NSYNC fans, and you all would gather in droves and talk about what Nick? Why did I say Nick? That's the Backstreet Boys. That is a mortal sin. You all would talk about what JC or Joey were wearing, or Chris or Lance or Justin. I know the names. You would talk about those things, who they were dating or weren't dating, and who's your favorite, who's your least favorite, and why. That was real. And now you have people acting like Miss Tickle Tassel. Not, maybe that is a real person, I don't know, but it's just somebody at the label that's creating yet another account, and they're running it through something and making these CapCut videos, which you could do that via AI. It's totally wild what you can do with AI. But speaking of AI, I do all of my content. I get the best results for what's trending and staying on brand and on tone and ideas whenever I'm having just like a mental, I use Poppy AI. I'm going to link that in the description as well. And if you got tools in the tool belt, you better use them. Otherwise, you're just carrying around a heavy tool belt. But the fan accounts aren't real fans, like the NSYNC fan accounts and the fan pages in the fan chat rooms. That's my point. And the labels are being had. You don't have to have a label anymore. Now, the money, that's another thing. And that's why community matters. And I think people are focusing, you all as artists, and if this is resonating, be sure to hit that subscribe or comment. Just comment thumbs up so I know that this is hitting for you. Because We all want to feel a part of something. Community, it matters so much. In our community, the Mortals, it is about showing content that's not released, behind the scenes, music and video and everything in between that may never go and be seen by the masses. So it's for an exclusive group. And the community, the Mortals that I have, I know community matters because we all want to feel a part of something. We're all looking for our people. And that is where independent artists are going to thrive, because perhaps the label can offer you this fabricated or this false sense of community. But in the end, they're going to get theirs. They're going to get paid, and they might front you the money. They might front you to shoot that music video, which, by the way, all you need is your phone. If you're not following me bounce all over the place, what I'm getting at is the music industry is trying to replicate what you as a fan are organically and what artists are organically creating along with you. If you're a fan, awesome. By your subscribing or by your streaming or by your joining the Mortals, link in the description, all those things are very small ways to trick or click or start or whatever the algorithm. And the labels are spending big bucks to artificially do all of those things. So Benson Boone, he blew up. Of course he blew up. He was created to blow up. Sabrina Carpenter, same. Olivia Rodrigo, arguably, however, TikTok, it helped Olivia Rodrigo, and TikTok helped me. TikTok helped countless of other people. Gary Vee said for the next 5 to 6 years, you must ride this wave. People, you who are creatives or who are starting a business and you're not yet online, don't be a dummy. Get online. This video, it all makes sense. I'm not just talking about musicians and artists. I'm talking about putting your face out there. There is no better time than now to do this. And if you want to sign to a label, maybe it is a great thing for you. I would possibly argue, because why can't you do it yourself? Instant gratification, maybe the thought of, oh, I'll have access to a bunch of money and a bunch of things, a larger platform. I don't know. But if you put 717,000 people in a room, my follower account, and a lot of signed artists, they don't have that many followers. The goal is to create engaging content that you believe in, that these individuals will slowly continue to latch onto and come back for consuming more of, or for this desire. The industry that I fell in love with is not the industry that is anymore. If it's largely being stabilized, if that, by falsely becoming something that it's not, bots and artificial. And speaking of, that's a whole other thing. Let me know in the comments below if this resonates. If you're an artist or musician, keep going. You cannot fail if you do not quit. You cannot fail if you do not quit. All of my tools that I use, from Poppy AI to Descript, I'm going to link that in the description. If you want to join a community of like-minded individuals, people who just want to be inclusive and kind and slow to judge and compassionate for something, that is the Mortals. And if you don't yet have a community, you need to start one too. I will see you at the next video. Hey, yeah.